Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So let's go on and get into this review. Season 4, Episode 2 of My Hero Academia, episode named Overhaul. And I've been waiting for this season to start for the longest. Ever since Season 3 ended, I was so hyped to see that, oh my god, Season 4 needs to hurry up and come on. Because Overhaul is the main villain for this season. But like always, guys, like, comment, subscribe, share with anybody that loves anime, who is, a weeaboo, whatever, senpai, whatever you want to call her. Share this with anybody. So let's go on and get into it. So last episode, it was a filler, and pretty much it was just some guy who came down to the school to take photos of the students, and come to find out, homeboy, what the reporter was, he has a quirk, and his pretty much is a camera. Like, he could turn any part of his body into a camera and take photos, and the photos come from out of his chest where his heart is. So that's just pretty much recap of last episode, because I didn't really want to review that episode because it was kind of lame. It was a filler. But now they're getting right to it with this episode. And this episode is called Overhaul. Now, I did a video on Overhaul a while back, and I'll be sure to leave the link in this video. But Overhaul is the name of the episode, and what it is that Twice went and picked up Overhaul. Overhaul is pretty much, he's part of the Yakuza. And if you don't know who the Yakuza is an actual real life Japanese mafia gang in Japan, and I think other parts of Asia and over there overseas. I just know the Yakuza is a gang, a very mafia type gang, like, the Godfather type gang members. They do organized crimes. They're not out here in the streets like how other gangs that we know of. But he Twice went and picked up Overhaul and brought Overhaul to Shigaraki, and because I guess Shigaraki wanted to talk to him, but I think it was the other way around. I think Overhaul wanted to talk to Shigaraki. So with that saying, he shows up, and him and Shigaraki are having a talk about what happened, what transpired over season 3, which was One for All getting locked up, and the League of Villains plans going down the toilet again, just like any other superhero type story. You always know the good guy always prevails. But as we see that him and Overhaul are having a conversation about how things is supposed to go, and Overhaul is telling him that, and I took what he said to heart, because I'm like, he has a point there. If you have a plan and no way to execute it, it's just delusion. And the cool thing I liked about this scene was the fact that how we got to see Overhaul's powers animated, because we only seen it in the manga form. But the way he did the magnet, and also how he did Compressor, he just blew Magnet's upper body off like it's nothing. I don't think that's her real name, but hey, it doesn't matter now, she's gone. And how he just blew off Compressor's arm like it's nothing. Like, that shows how powerful he is. But he was telling Shigaraki, like, look, if you have a plan and you want to execute it, why don't you guys fall under me, and I will show y'all the right way. I will show y'all the light on how to, I guess, execute your plans, because y'all have all these plans and y'all keep failing at it. Look, he's saying that Shigaraki thought that, oh, you only came here because you heard about All Might and his retirement. But really, he said, no, I'm not here for that, because, it didn't really matter. He said he found out that All For One has got locked up, and now he's like, somebody needs to take his spot, really. So he was telling Shigaraki and all his goons that, hey, look, either y'all can fall under me, or y'all can get locked up just like him, or even worse, dead. So once Overhaul blew off Magnet's upper body and blew off Compressor's arm, Shigaraki tried to come at him full force, and some of Overhaul's minions jump in. Now, sadly, RIP to Overhaul's minion, who just got decayed and turned to dust. But Overhaul was like, look, if you ever change your mind, give me a call, because either two things is going to happen. Either you're going to be locked up or dead, or plan number 3, you work with me and you don't have to, none of this stuff will have to happen. Now, we all know, if you read the manga, you already know how this shit's gonna go down. And Shigaraki's gonna end up facing Overhaul later on down in the season, spoiler alert. But I'm not gonna tell y'all how it happens or who wins. I'm just letting you know that they about to throw hands. And that's pretty much all Overhaul had to say. He was saying that, Hero Killer Stain wasn't with y'all. Night Owl, not Night Owl, Nightfish or Moonfish, I'm sorry, he got locked up. So same thing with Muscular. He was like, how many people y'all gonna have to lose to a point to where y'all understand that, y'all need, structure. Y'all need to be organized because they're not really organized. It seems like their shit is all over the place. You got a dude that acts like Deadpool. You got a female who just wants to lick blood and cut everybody. You got well, one of them is dead. A compressor who's missing an arm, and a shadow dude. I didn't see him in any of the scenes. Now, another thing that I think that was pretty cool is we switched over to Midoriya, and he's talking about, he wants to be pretty much work with All Might's sidekick, Sir Night-Eye. And I don't know much about Sir Night-Eye's powers yet, and I'll get back to y'all in the next episode about his powers. But he linked up with All Might and asked All Might, hey, can you link me up with your sidekick so I can be like an apprentice or an assistant? And All Might was all like, no. And the reason why, he had told 3 reasons why. The 2 reasons why was because he thinks that Deku wasn't ready. He isn't ready for this type of stuff. He said he needs to get down his shoot performance. But then really number 3 is the main reason why he doesn't want Deku to go out there, because of personal reasons. He used to be, Night-Eye used to be sidekick to All Might. And All Might is looking at this as, look, I don't want Deku to find out the reason why we aren't a team anymore. He's going to end up finding out regardless. But All Might was like, fine, I'll get Togatsu to come because he's under Night-Eye and he'll take you to Night-Eye and you two can, conversate. Togatsu pretty much told him, hey, look, when you go see Sir Night-Eye, you need to make him laugh. Because if you don't make him laugh, he's not going to train you. And he's not going to take you serious at all. And when he takes him up to the office, we see Sir Night-Eye, got one of his assistants, like strapped to a board and some kinky type shit. And tickling her because she has no humor. She couldn't make him laugh. But what she was talking about was this little warehouse that was tore down because of the fact that Overhaul and Shigaraki were fighting. So pretty much what we get out of this is the fact that this dude has a really sick sense of humor. So Deku comes in and he does the first thing he thinks is right is, oh, I'm gonna impersonate his former mentor or his partner, which is All Might. So he does his little face where he makes himself look like All Might. And Sir Night-Eye just gives him like the death stare, the death stare that anybody gives when you're upset. And just gives him the death stare, and he's like, oh shit, I guess this didn't work out. And that's how the episode ends. So what I'm expecting from next episode is pretty much we're going to see who Sir Night-Eye is, and we're going to see what his quirk is, what he expects out of Deku, and also we probably might get to see some Overhaul. Hopefully we do, because he is the main bad guy. And also, if you watch the end credits to the episodes, you see that everybody's asking me, hey, who's that little girl? And we never seen her before. Trust me, she plays a huge part in this season. But alright guys, that's all I got for y'all today with this review. Tune in later on today because I got a Dr. Stone one coming out. Then also I got a Radiant one coming out. And I also got a One Piece review coming out. Look, 4 reviews, back to back. You might get the One Piece video on Sunday, but be sure to be looking out for the Radiant and the Dr. Stone episodes. But other than that, guys, that's all I got for y'all. Peace.